folks. I hope that you all had a good week last week. We're going to take a look at the energies that are coming through water, earth, fire, and air signs this upcoming week. So water signs are first. Water signs, what can you do, or what are the themes that are headed your way this week that you'll need to deal with? What are the themes headed your way this week that you'll need to deal with? So you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and you have also the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I see two cycles that were completed this week. It's possible that your burden just became much greater. For some folks, it's possible that your burden is starting to ease up. For some folks, I feel like for a lot of folks, your burden just got significantly worse. The Ace of Pentacles points to a loss of money. If it's not money, then it's a loss of some kind of earthly resource that we need in order to make life smoother for us. Specifically, I see family money being lost, right? And it's possible that it's a lot of money. Some people may have lost a job. Some people may have lost a house. I see with the Seven of Cups that a choice has already been made. Some of you may be able to see past the illusions now that I feel like some of you did experience a tower moment. Several of you experienced tower moments last week. And now the Seven of Cups in reverse has arrived. You see a very, very clear choice, right? A lot of the illusions have been cleared away. The King of Swords is also in reverse. This could be an individual in your life. This could be an aspect within yourself. But when I see the King of Swords in reverse, we're not thinking entirely for ourselves yet. There might be a lot of aggression, a lot of oppression coming from this situation, coming from yourself, coming from someone in your life who does show up as the King of Swords in reverse. This is someone who they are not all together, right? They can say a lot of things, not necessarily mean them, cause a lot of damage nonetheless, right? Think of a king of, like, a very strong individual who can swing around a sword indiscriminately, not without any control. That's going to hurt somebody, probably kill somebody. But I do see someone, either yourself, water sign, or someone else in your life who said a lot of nasty things and ended all this. It's probably after this, maybe this person cussed you out and you just saw no other choice when it comes to the Seven of Cups. I need to leave. The Queen of Cups is upright, and with water signs, that's what I would like to see, right? Getting back into your intuition, getting back into your emotions. You're going to need to drink from your own cup that the Queen is holding, right? Absolutely nourish yourself. For some folks, that's going to be therapy. That's going to be taking a vacation by yourself to a place that you've always wanted to go to. I don't know how possible that is with travel restrictions. I'm sorry, but I do see you nourishing and feeding yourself after all these reversals. Some of you have the opportunity to really become enlightened, to up level um, because of this experience, right? You have the Wheel of Fortune upright, and you have the Seven of Pentacles also upright. So I see that in the future, you're going to be growing something really, really neat because you went through all of this. Most especially if you went through this in good faith. If you pursued what your spirit guides wanted you to pursue, if you did what the universe wanted you to do, if you're in alignment with your ancestors, this is going to work out really, really well in your favor, in spite of losing um, money. I do see loss. Total 11 coins between the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. This could have been your life savings for some folks. The Wheel of Fortune, though, is part is going to be what um, cycles your wealth back in. With the Seven of Pentacles, I do see you growing something this week as a result of what you went through last week. You have the Ten of Swords upright. You have the Queen of Wands. In spite of, you have a lot of, I noticed you have 3 tens. We just need one more 10 in order to make it the full 10, right? But a deep betrayal happened here, but it's over. The Ten of Swords, the person in the picture can't be killed anymore. They're dead. You can't put an 11th sword in them. What's the point? It's over. This difficult time period for most water signs that happened last week, and it's over now. Okay, the Queen of Wands is talking about finding a new fire within yourself. This is going to be about tapping into the spiritual side. It can be about sexuality if that's what applies to you. I don't feel like that's the case in this one. This is about getting in touch with spirit, ancestors, and your spirit guide, and yes, the universe, right? That's going to be about, now that we've finished this cycle, how can I heal myself, right? You are asked to go all the way down into the deepest parts of your psyche. Head down into your 12th house and look at what is there. What are you hiding from yourself? What are you hiding from even the people you love the very, very most, right? You're being asked to dig into your most primitive lizard brain, if you will, lizard brain side of yourself. And you're being asked to up level to the High Priestess. The High Priestess appears here. She is asking you to meet the Judgment call. The Judgment card isn't in here, but that is what's popping into my head. You're being asked to become someone completely different as a result of this. Both the Moon and the High Priestess are about something growing before it moves forward. So I definitely see a time of retreat with the Queen of Cups, most especially a time of retreat where you can get back into your creator self. The Devil appears right alongside the High Priestess. So this might be difficult to get to this spiritual up-leveling. There might be people blocking you. They've got strings on you. They're not going to let you go easily at all. The person in this version of, I hope that shows up okay. The devil in this case has puppet strings, if you will, around this person. And the person has their hands around their head like they've got a migraine. There is a real possibility that this King of Swords, because I do note that the devil lands on the King of Swords for you. This might be a person in your life who still has legal strings over you. You might still be married to this person and you don't want to be. You might still somehow be legally connected to this person, even if you're not married to them, and you don't want to be. The High Priestess is going to be part of what breaks you out of that devil. The devil is not stronger than the High Priestess. You can conquer the devil, in fact, especially with inspiration, with the blessing of the High Priestess. You've got the Four of Cups after the High Priestess and the Devil. Please accept every single opportunity that you can to become a better person for you, right? Not for anyone else. Even if you've got kids, how can you make yourself proud? You're going to have a variety, and especially I do see you having another incredible opportunity from Spirit, from the universe, to do something really, really amazing with your life with the Four of Cups. Yeah, you've got the Page of Cups immediately after the Four of Cups. If you take that fourth cup that the universe has given you just out of the blue, supposedly, this is going to be incredible. You're going to get an incredible, beautiful surprise. In this version of the Page of Cups, there is, I hope you can see it, there is a pig flying out of the cup, not a fish. Well, you know that saying, right? Well, when pigs fly, you've got a miracle on the way if you can defeat that devil with the inspiration of the High Priestess. Yeah, I said earlier the Judgment card, and now the Judgment card is here. You are being asked to jump out of the strings. You can cut those strings from the devil. You can cut those strings. The devil is not more powerful than you or the High Priestess. You're being asked to up level. You're being given an opportunity from the universe through this difficult situation to become the most incredible person in the world. Water signs, I hope that you have a good week. Spirit has asked me to stop the reading there. If I can do a personal reading for you, please check me out at fourwandsdivination.com. I would love to do something for you. Have a great week, okay? Earth signs, how are you this week? I hope that last week treated you well. I did see that earth signs were going through it last week. Water signs definitely went through it last week. I want to see what we can do. You have some themes to confront this upcoming week, and I want to see what you can do to confront them in the best way possible. Okay, we've got the Emperor in reverse. Excuse me. We have the Five of Pentacles also in reverse. And we have Temperance. Okay. This is, it doesn't, like, there is no gender in tarot, but this is a person with more aggressive traits, more fiery traits, firm, rule maker, that kind of thing. There is someone here who is bossy, who has basically been kicked out with the Five of Pentacles, right? So the Five of Pentacles could mean that someone has gone for assistance, right? They know to stop following blind people who don't know where they're going. Spiritually blind people is what I mean. I don't get the feeling this has happened here for many earth signs. I feel like a lot of earth signs have clamped down on their situation this past week. and is making their Five of Pentacles situation even worse. It's making their lack mindset much, much worse. They're continuing to run around the warm, glowing church, wondering, when am I going to be able to get in? I can't find the door, right? So, absolutely, there is not much balance here. With Temperance being in reverse, the universe is eventually going to bring balance to this situation. You have the Ace of Pentacles upright. You have the Ten of Wands upright. So this is an opportunity that's going to be a burden that's going to end up revealing some stuff. So I see stubbornness at the beginning. I see the universe saying it's about time to reestablish balance. And it looks like this week there's the possibility of something coming out that is going to be an opportunity for you to grow, but it's also going to be a massive burden for you. With the Ten of Wands, you're overloaded, right? In this particular version of the Ten of Wands, it's not just the person, the human, who's overloaded. It's the poor cow who's also overloaded, and they've got a long journey to go before they arrive at their place. This is something that you've kept for a long time. This is something you haven't discussed with people for a long time. You've carried this alone. Maybe you've talked about it with your pet. You've, I don't know, been able to at least share your pet is your comfort animal, right? Your comfort companion in that sense. Yeah, with the Hangman, you're going to be asked, the universe is going to ask you to pause. It's going to, and if we definitely don't want to see the Hangman in reverse, but with Temperance, there is the possibility that eventually the Hangman is going to come into reverse. And to me, that means that the universe is forcing you to stop. Your circumstances have gotten so bad to the point that you have no other option but to sit and look at what's happened, right? You do have the Two of Cups here, which is causing you a lot of headaches. So you're in a relationship with somebody that you have a lot of emotion for. This can be a friendship, a family relationship, a romantic relationship that is causing you all kinds of headaches because these people are taking things from you, and they don't have to be physical things. They can be saying horrible things. They can be flat out fighting with you. But they're definitely robbing you of your thought processes, how you think about yourself. They're robbing you of all kinds of joy in that department. So this is, for some of you, yeah, you guys have a tower moment coming up this week, Earth signs. Please, please, please reach out to therapy. Reach out to people that you love and trust while you go through this difficult time. The universe is pulling you over, strongly encouraging you to pull over this week. And if you don't, it will force you eventually with the tower to pull over. And for my Earth signs in general, even if you've been listening to the universe, you've been doing as your spirit guides, your ancestors have been the way that they've encouraging you to do, you're still going to have a bit of a tower moment here because the situation has been accumulating for so long. Okay, interesting. Now, it's either some Earth signs or the people around the Earth signs who are going to be celebrating this tower moment. And they're going to be celebrating the fact that justice was done in this tower moment. They're going to be celebrating the fact that you started a new era entirely. If death was in reverse, that would suggest to me that you were resisting this transformation. You were resisting the tower. I don't see that. Nonetheless, I do see this as being very painful for your earth signs. Okay, so when we have death together with Seven of Swords and the Hierophant, this tells me that you're going to be up leveling away from the you that would accept people just taking stuff from you. The Five of Swords is here next to the Two of Cups, and it's next to the Tower as well. In this case, the universe is asking you to let go of people who take advantage of you, who take things away from you. They're asking you to go to the Hierophant, go to a wise spiritual leader that you trust to look for more advice. And honestly, for some of you, you don't need a person to be the Hierophant for you. An ancestor or ancestors can be that person. Your spirit guides can be an excellent Hierophant for you. You don't need to rely on people if you feel like all the people in your life have screwed you over, okay? You have the Hierophant with the Five of Swords. So your spiritual up-leveling might cause some conflict with an emotional person, emotional King of Cups in your life. This is a balanced King of Cups who works hard. Okay. Interesting. So what's going on with this King of Cups? With the Eight of Pentacles. He's hardworking, but he's going to cause some conflict. And the Ten of Swords came out afterward. So he's going to work hard on betraying you, possibly. This King of Cups is possibly going to work hard on keeping you put, keeping you not spiritually up leveled. They want to keep you away from the Hierophant. Because the Fool is in reverse. They want to keep you stuck. The Knight of Swords is also here. So that's about someone actively exploring about how they can keep you where they can control you with their words. If they can control your thoughts, they would like that even better. But I feel like this King of Cups is someone who uses their intuition and some degree of emotional intelligence in order to get what they want. And it looks like, that's what Spirit wants to get you away from. Earth signs this week, it looks like you have your work cut out for you. I wish you the best of luck. You have a number of major arcana cards in here. Please do reach out to therapy. I know I've already said that in the past, but for some folks, therapy is it's wonderful medication, okay? Please take care of yourselves this week, Earth signs. I'll see you next time. Fire signs, I hope you're all doing well. I want to take a look at the overall themes of this week for you and what you can do to navigate them as best as you can. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the 9. Wait, 6. Excuse me. It looked like a 9 from where I was sitting. So here with the 3 of Wands, already the first card is a fire sign card, and it's in reverse, and it's about not looking out for, I feel like you've given up on some ships that were coming in this week. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that's about being utterly stuck, feeling really, really stuck. When is this going to move forward? My ships aren't coming in. They should have come in, last week, the week before that. Excuse me. Where are they? And with the Six of Pentacles, I see if it's not loss or if it's not a lack mindset, it's either one of those for you folks. I was going to say that it's not valuing yourself, and there is some of that, but it's also about giving back, right? Giving back to others. So temperance is going to be restored. Balance, right? We've got balance coming in to this situation. I don't see any ships coming in. I'm stuck and I'm losing money. And temperance is coming in to save the day. Your Knight of Swords is in reverse. So I see 2 knights that are in reverse. This is about not being able to explore thoughts, ideas in this case. Also about not being able to explore earthly resources that make our lives easier. This is about just being stuck in neutral this week. And I've discovered personally that feeling stuck in neutral absolutely sucks, right? It sucks for everybody. On the other hand, that's also the time when we're building power for our next up leveling, because for a lot of folks, when you go into the next stage of your life after you've been through a 10 situation, a 10 of Swords, a 10 of Pentacles, what have you, you need to be a different person for your new life. And that's part of why temperance is here. So a little bit of stuck in neutral feeling so far, but temperance is saying the universe has your back here. You're not stuck in neutral, even if you might feel like you are. This is a temporary situation. You do have ships coming in. Some of you may have gone through a difficult situation with some family members, some friends. I see the 3 of Cups in reverse here. Part of what is contributing to this stuck feeling are people who haven't been treating you particularly well. You've had to make a choice about those folks. Maybe it's to let go of them entirely, or to keep them at arm's length at a place where you can handle them in your way. The World card is in reverse here. So that, to me, in this case, says you've jumped through the hoop. It's time to get into the Fool energy, to start over with something new. It is okay to take time off to heal from, this may have been a breakup for some folks, but for other folks, you may have just had to let go of someone you thought was a close friend or a close family member. You may have had to have let those folks go. It might have been a really difficult choice. The 2 of Swords here, it's in reverse. But you can see these birds making a lot of noise around her, and she's blindfolded, okay? Then she would be in the 2 of Swords. But the 2 of Swords of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, they're not making noise at her, right? In this version, they're making a lot of noise, making things more confusing for her. It's in reverse. You've cleared that noise. You've made your choice. You're not going back, says the World card. You can't go back through that hoop necessarily. 8 of Cups in reverse. You've left behind a conflict. You're more mature now. You're not just going to go jumping off of cliffs. It was in reverse. You're not going to just go jumping off of cliffs just for the heck of it anymore. You are the Hermit. You are much more contemplative. You're much more willing to sit tight for a bit and listen to the universe, and also be a light to others to guide them to a spiritual stillness, right? Most especially this year. A lot of us are going to be called to spiritual stillness, to meditating, to not isolating, but definitely, having some days where you just focus on prayer, meditation, talking to your ancestors, talking to spirit guides, that kind of thing. And the Hermit card is saying that this is the best thing possible for you that you can do. You are walking away from conflict, you're growing up, you're being encouraged to become more spiritually mature. You are being asked to create a shield. This is the Seven of Wands. You are being asked to create a shield between yourself and people who want to knock you down a few pegs. You might not deserve to be knocked down pegs at all, but other people will see that, oh my God, you're spiritually, let me pull these up. You are spiritually up leveling as the Hermit, and we don't like that. We don't like people who work on themselves, because we notice that we should be working on ourselves, but that's hard work. It can be difficult to be around people who have no interest in becoming better. They don't want to change. That's frustrating. If, though, you go into a place of spiritual stillness, right? Sitting down spiritually. You develop this shield through the Seven of Wands. You become the King of Wands, right? Which is absolutely perfect for fire signs, right? King of Wands gets up and does, right? He doesn't faff about. He doesn't just hang around, right? When he sees something that needs to be done, he does it. People admire people who just do things. You have the Tower card in reverse. This might be last week's energy for some of you folks, and then other people, it will be this week's energy. But naturally, when you level yourself up through the Hermit, you grow up. You're no longer the fool who just jumps indiscriminately. You become the King of Wands. Yeah, that is going to be shocking to people. They're going to think, this isn't who I thought you were. I thought you were this other person who was more easily hurt, influenced, that kind of thing. It'll be shocking to people, and it's also you're going to feel some of the shock waves in yourself, but not nearly as much as they will. In your case, you're going to be kind of like, wow, people are treating me differently. You might not necessarily see how much progress you've made yourself. Fire signs. That's all that Spirit wants to talk to you about this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please take a look at my website at fourwandsdivination.com. I would love to do a personal reading for you. Have a great week, okay? Air signs, I hope you've had a good week this week. I am coming to you on a full moon, the Cancer full moon. We're going to take a look at what themes you've got coming towards you this week and how you can navigate them to the best of your ability. Okay, I'm going to take 3 from the bottom. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You need to work on your self-worth, even if you don't feel like you are this wealthy person with a massive, lovely... And I need to give a lecture, I swear, on the Knight of Pentacles. There's so much in that, just that one card. You may not feel like you have $1 million, but this card is saying think about how spiritually wealthy you are. So, yeah, definitely need to bring balance to how you feel about your Knight of Pentacles situation. You have the two of Pentacles here in reverse, and you also have the Ten of Cups in reverse. This mindset may be making your family unhappy. You may be disconnected from family because of this. I don't feel worthy of this, so I'm going to disconnect, right? A lot of us have been there before. Some of you may feel like you don't particularly deserve family because of, I don't feel this. I don't feel like I'm worth my family. Let's get into this. You have the Three of Wands in reverse. You're not looking for something to come in. You've got the World in reverse. And you've got the Tower in reverse. Okay, so some kind, if you went through an end, that's what the World is about. The Tower might have been more of a shock to some signs than to others, okay? You don't have, I wonder if some of you folks haven't been investing in a situation that wasn't returning stuff, and the universe just said, it's time to stop. Nothing's coming. So let's just move on. And I feel like, hang on. I feel like with these three guys, we have the Three of Wands, the World, the World, and the Tower. The universe said, you've done everything you can. You've waited around as long as possible. It's time to move on. And this is kind of like, the Tower in reverse is a softer, potentially, version of the Tower. For some folks, you might have delayed this for so long that the Tower is that much worse, right? It didn't just crumble the foundation. Like, the Tower went into a sinkhole underneath that. Like, it was way severe for some of you folks. But I feel like the universe said, stop looking for these ships that aren't coming in. Yeah, your choice was made. Two of Swords in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. For some of you folks, you may be so devastated that you aren't even looking out for new opportunities. Like, you're not even on top of that castle wall looking out for what you have next coming in, right? You're in bed, you're in your room. You don't want to see what's coming in. What new things could be coming in, right? The High Priestess says to look out for a Knight of Cups coming your way with the Ace of Cups. You have someone here who, it may not necessarily be romantic, but you have here someone who wants to connect with you emotionally. And it doesn't have to be a romantic in order for it to be an incredible emotional connection here. In the sense that you find a friend who says, man, I completely get what you've gone through, right? I'm sure a lot of us can remember a conversation we had where we just sat down and it felt like, oh my God, I've met you before. It felt like you're a long lost cousin or something like that, a long lost sibling, because it's so easy to talk to them. I get that's what's going on here, and that with the High Priestess, I feel like the High Priestess is bringing this Knight of Cups in, right? This is the universe saying, it's time for this cycle in your life. The High Priestess is also about, if you want to think of her as being the flip side of the Empress, she's growing something, right? The Empress is about to, if you want to think of her as being literally pregnant, she's about to deliver a baby. The High Priestess is growing that life before it becomes the Empress's baby. So I wonder if this hasn't been growing she hasn't been growing this behind the scenes. The High Priestess, that is, behind the scenes. The universe has been kind of gelling this new situation for you. I see the Eight of Pentacles, so some hard work. Six of Wands, that's celebration. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So for some of you folks, this might be some delayed finances heading your way. But with hard work, you're still going to be celebrating all kinds of neat returns headed your way. And you've got, okay, so earlier I said the Nine of Cups. And I was talking about the Nine of Pentacles. That's my bad, okay? But guess what? You do have the Nine of Pentacles here, upright, okay? So, it might not feel like you're just overflowing with wealth, the Ten of Pentacles right now. But the universe is asking you to still remember how incredibly spiritually blessed you are, and to remember that there's still a lot of happiness when you think about how much you've been given, right? This is also, and I was just remembered that one of my decks, my Wildwood deck, this is the generosity card. This is about giving to others as has been given to you from the universe, right? So in this case, this might be about recalling the value that you have to give to others. This isn't just about keeping neat, beautiful light to yourself. It's also about passing that on to other folks. And with that in mind, I wonder if some of you haven't been keeping your light to yourself and you've not been allowing it to get into your family, right? Those first three cards from the bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups, I feel like you're not sharing who you really are with your family, and your family could really, really use that for some of you, okay? Also, be aware of like throwing pearls before swine, right? Love to the people who deserve it. Nine of Pentacles, the Hangman in reversed. The universe has stopped you, right? Whatever's going on here, the universe has stopped you. Okay. Two of Cups in reverse. The universe stopped a relationship that was Seven of Swords, was causing you to not feel like yourself. The universe has caused that to stop, or they've pulled you up away from it. They've asked you to pause. Let's rethink our situation before we head back down to the ground and keep progressing on the Fool's journey, okay? And yeah, Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse. This wasn't just, this might have been a romantic relationship that has been suspended, that has been pulled over, stopped. It also might have been some people in your friend circle that were stopped, because I see a lack of collaboration here. I see people leaving a macrame. I think this is a macrame project before it's finished. I see people leaving you before you finish developing, and the universe says, do you need to be around those people? Absolutely not. I keep whistling. I'm sorry. Allergy season. The weather changes around here in Texas and I can't breathe. Air sign. What am I talking about, right? So, folks, Spirit doesn't want me to do anything more for you as far as this reading goes, but if there's anything that I can do for you personally, please check out my website at fourwandsdivination.com. I would love to do a personal reading for you there. I hope that you folks have a great week. Please be safe, and yeah, take care.